Welcome to the Kansas Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers College Fair. We're so excited to have you participating in this event. We have some fantastic schools here with us today. Each will have 6 minutes to share more about their institution, but we'll be around for the entire session to answer questions. My name is Charlotte and I will be your facilitator. Before we get started, a few housekeeping items. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. This is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the schedule on the website. This presentation is being recorded and will be available at strivescan.com/Kansas. I'd now like to turn it over to our first presenter, Newman University.
Hi, everybody. Can you see me okay? All right.
Great.
Oh. I don't know why that's that. Hi, my name is Georgia Drews. I'm the Associate Director of Admissions at Newman University in Wichita, Kansas. I'm here to tell you a little bit more about our institution. Here we are. Here's our campus. You can see that we are pretty close to downtown Wichita. Wichita, Kansas is right in the middle of the US, if you weren't sure where it was. And you can see we're in kind of an urban area. We're only about 2 minutes outside of downtown Wichita, so there's a lot to do and see. We have athletic teams, concerts, restaurants, green spaces, bike tracks. So if you like getting outside, this is a good place to be. And it is the biggest city in Kansas without feeling like a super big city, without all the issues with traffic. If you'd ever want to come visit our lovely campus, you can see that's where we'd be. We're about 3 hours away from Kansas City, about 2.5 hours away from Oklahoma City, and about 5.5 away from Dallas. And this is a little shot of downtown Wichita. I always like to give some fun facts about us. One being that if you really like Star Wars and you're a fan of Harrison Ford, he is a huge aircraft enthusiast, and we happen to be the air capital of the world. We have a ton of aircraft companies here. So he can be seen wandering around downtown Wichita a couple of times a year when he's here to service his aircrafts. So you might visit the Doodah Diner and run into Harrison Ford, maybe get an autograph if you're a big Star Wars fan. A little bit about us here at Newman University. We're a Catholic institution. We were founded in 1933 by a group of Catholic sisters called the Adorers of the Blood of Christ. They still live right next door in a convent. And I always tell students that aren't Catholic, it's like having 50 to 60 grandmas who live next door. They love you. They're always praying for you. They're your #1 fans. They're here for every softball game, basketball game, theater performance, and special event on campus. We were also named after St. John Henry Newman. You can see him there. We've been having a lot of fun with his likeness since he was canonized a saint back in 2019 by the Catholic Church. So he's still a baby saint. We turned him into a Funko Pop. We put a mask on him. We've had him on t-shirts and stickers. He was very well known for being a convert to the Catholic faith and being a really huge proponent of education. So we base a lot of our ideas and liberal arts studies around him and his ideas. We have about 1,200 students here at Newman University, so we're pretty small on the range of big to small schools. We're probably extra small. We also have, because we're small, a really great student to faculty ratio of about 11:1. It means our faculty are going to be really accessible to you. And for better or for worse, if you walk into a classroom, they're probably going to notice if you are or are not there. So this definitely isn't a place where you can sneak into the back of the classroom 10 minutes late and nobody's going to notice you were there. They're going to miss you. Somebody might even text you and make sure that you're on your way to class. I know that's happened to me a few times. On average, class sizes are about 15 students, although the largest classroom we have on campus does seat about 90. These are all of the majors and degrees that we offer here at Newman University. If I had to say our most popular ones, it's probably the sciences. We send a lot of people to med school and different professional programs, but we also have a lot of options in the School of Business, as you can see. We've got some concentrations within the chemistry program, and then we also have health cohort programs in nursing, OTA, rad tech, respiratory care, and sonography. I personally was a theology major, and I know we were originally founded as a school of education, so we have options in early childhood, elementary, and secondary. If you're thinking about going into the sciences, we do prep students pretty well for these professional programs. A lot of students in pre-med, a lot of students getting admission to med school, both at KU Med here in Wichita and abroad. We also have in here pre-law, which isn't necessarily sciences. You could pretty much major in anything and go to law school. And we've had some students do things like communication, business, and theater and go to law schools. We do have a pretty cool state-of-the-art science facility called the Bishop Gerber Science Center that was built and opened in 2017. I wasn't a science major, but my favorite part of the building is they've got whiteboards all over the walls. You can draw and go over equations and work with your groups. They also have some really comfy and energy efficient study spaces. If you're looking into athletics and that's one of your main drivers for choosing a college, Newman is pretty small. Most people are surprised to note that we are an NCAA Division II school, and we compete in the MIAA conference, which includes a lot of schools in Kansas you may have heard of, like Pitt State or Washburn or Fort Hays, Emporia. We have a lot of different things that you can play here. Everything on this men's and women's list you can get scholarships for, even our club sports in bowling, triathlon, and cheer and dance. And if anybody's interested in being our mascot, there's currently a position open. If you are a first-time student, we have a free application that is test optional. So you need only a 2.25 GPA or 21 on your ACT to be admitted at Newman with a scholarship between $10,000 to $16,000 per year for 4 years. And the only thing you have to do to keep that is maintain at least a 2.0 GPA. You don't have to submit both of these items, but if you do, we'll award you a scholarship based on whichever one gets you more money. If you are coming to us from a Catholic high school and you fit in one of those bottom 3 scholarship tiers, you automatically get $14,000 a year just for graduating from a Catholic high school. We are on social media if you would like to follow us, and I'm going to leave that QR code there for a minute. If anybody wants to pull out their phone, open their camera and scan that, you can definitely download and create a digital custom view book for yourself. Thank you for being with us today. I hope you learn a lot about all these other schools here, and if you have any questions, definitely put them in the Q&A.
Thank you so much for starting us off, Newman University. Up next will be Cleveland University, Kansas City.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline, and I am from Cleveland University, Kansas City. We are a chiropractic and health science university located in Overland Park, Kansas, so just about 20 minutes outside of downtown Kansas City. We specialize specifically in healthcare degrees on our campus. We're a pretty small school. We are a private school as well. We have about 700 students total between both our undergraduate and graduate programs. So we are a small campus, also having a small student to teacher ratio of about 12:1, and class sizes similar to those of Newman of about 15 students in a class. We don't have a lot of different majors at Cleveland simply because we are focused in the health sciences. So I'm going to take this time to just go over some of the degrees we offer, starting with our Bachelor's of Science in Human Biology. This is a pre-med program that we offer. It is a great stepping stone for students thinking about going into graduate medical programs. It does go into our Doctor of Chiropractic program, but can also be used for anything else that you see up on the board: physical therapy, dental, medical school, whatever that graduate program may be. Cleveland University also runs on a trimester schedule. So because of that, our programs are accelerated, and you can actually earn this bachelor's degree in 3 years as opposed to 4. Up next, we have our associate degree programs. So starting with that is going to be our radiologic technology degree. So radiologic technologists are those who give X-ray images in the hospital. There is a lot of career growth in that field and other opportunities in terms of imaging to do things like MRI, CT, and ultrasound. So our program trains you to be a rad tech. The program is actually 16 months long. So it is accelerated as well. And so far we have 100% pass rate on the ARRT exam and 100% employment rate for our graduates in that degree. Similar to the RAD Tech program, we also offer an Associate of Applied Science in Occupational Therapy Assistant. It is also a 16-month-long program. So structured the same way as the RAD Tech program, and we're seeing a lot of growth in that field as well. Both the OTA program and the Rad Tech program get students out into the workforce quickly, and both have an average salary of about $60,000 a year. So they're really great healthcare careers for students who maybe don't think nursing or going to medical school is quite the right fit for them. The last program I want to talk to you guys about today is the Doctor of Chiropractic program, kind of what we're known for here at Cleveland University. So the Doctor of Chiropractic program, it's all about hands-on care. It is a holistic approach to healthcare, meaning that it's non-invasive. Chiropractors don't prescribe any medicine. They're focused on your musculoskeletal and your nervous system and how those interact and affect your overall health. Since it is a doctorate level program, students need at least 90 college credit hours completed in order to apply and get admitted. A lot of times, common bachelor's degrees we see coming into chiropractic are things like biology, chemistry, or even exercise science and kinesiology. So if any students think that exercise science, working with athletes is something they might want to do, chiropractic can be a really great next step on that path. For students wanting to apply to Cleveland, since we operate on that trimester schedule, we actually have multiple start dates a year. So we just recommend that students apply at least 3 to 6 months in advance. If they have less than 24 hours of college credits, just your high school transcript and ACT score will suffice. We also have shadowing opportunities available to students who are interested in learning more about the chiropractic profession. So if that is something that you're interested in just learning more about, spending an afternoon in their office, I'll be including my information in the chat box after this, and you can just connect with me to reach out and set something like that up. We also have open house on our campus every semester, every trimester for each program, so 3 times a year. So you can always go to our website, cleveland.edu, to sign up for a campus visit. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Thank you, Cleveland University, Kansas City. Next will be Colby Community College.
Ooh. Well, good morning. My name is Erica. I'm the coordinator of recruitment and marketing here at Colby Community College. So hopefully we get through this pretty quickly, but Colby, Kansas is where we are located, right up here in the northwest corner. It's pretty desolate out here. I'm not going to lie. We're a town of about 5,000 people, but it is such a great community, and we do have a lot of staples of fast food and places to go shopping that are relatively close by. So while it is in the middle of nowhere, we laugh and say it is one of the best places in the world just because it is so friendly and so welcoming around here. I do have our current tuition rates posted as well as our room and board. I just want to note very quickly that on room and board, we do not require that any of our students live in the dorms. If you want to live off campus, you totally have that choice. So I'll kind of leave that to your guys' discretion. I think that's kind of the best thing about going to Colby. We also charge you on a per credit hour rate for your tuition. So if you're only taking 12 credit hours, we're not going to charge you just a flat rate. So you're going to pay for what you're taking, which is also a really cool thing. We also have scholarships available. So they roll around every single year. Right now we're in that whatever is left over, you get your hands-on realm. That doesn't mean that you won't have something come your way. So applying to the school is always the first step, and then we have a whole bunch of instructions that come after that, including what is written here. And applying to the school is 100% for free, so you can always hop online and do that just about any time, and we will get back to you in 24 to 48 business hours. We have 12 varsity sports here on campus. It looks like there was some formatting issue there. That's fun, but you get in every game for free with your student ID. We do have a lot of staples of like basketball, volleyball, wrestling, all of the major ones, as well as the equestrian team and rodeo team is finally back. We're super happy to announce that. So we will have a rodeo team again this year. We have a lot of programs to offer. I usually laugh and say we have something for just about everybody. Big thing to keep in mind is we are a community college, so we are a 2-year degree program. So you're going to receive an associate's degree when you're done with us. Biggest part is this Associate of Applied Science is a 2-year and done. 9 times out of 10 students who complete that degree are going to go into the workforce. And then if you complete an Associate of Science or an Associate of Arts, you will go on to a 4-year university. You do not have to, but that's just what most students do. So I highly encourage getting online to our website and checking out the full list and breaking those down so you know exactly what you're looking at. We also have a 60-acre farm on campus, which I think is actually pretty cool. A lot of hands-on work goes on at this school. We are big proprietors of get your hands dirty and get in there, and our farm is part of that. So we have about 15 horses on campus if you love horses. And we also have about 30 head of cattle. We send out pictures whenever we have calving season. So there are baby cows running amok as well. And I get super excited about it. So we do have a farm if anybody's interested in an agricultural program. And then, of course, why would you come to Colby Community College? So we have an average class size of right around 17. Most of our classes are capped at 25, so you will never have more than 25 students in your class. We have tons of clubs and organizations, as well as the capacity to make your own club. So if you want something really random and maybe a little oddball, like bird watching or something like that, you totally have the authority to go in and make your own club. We also have those 6 technical programs like birth nursing, vet nursing, dental hygiene, sustainable renewable energy, just to name a few, but they are amazing programs and usually have about 100% job placement rate. We also have a free tutoring center in our library, so all of our students can get that extra help that they need. We also have a TRIO support services, so that is a federally funded grant that will get a couple different things in there, including disability written or documented, like IEPs or 504s, as well as income driven and a couple other things. We also don't have class on Fridays. I think this is our biggest and most fun thing is you have class Monday through Thursday, and then Friday is always your day to be out of class and doing whatever you want to do on the weekends. So my biggest thing is just always come see us on campus. It's really hard to explain how cool everything is, or you get that feeling of being on our campus. You can actually go online to our website, colbycc.edu, and click arrange a visit. Or you can give us a phone call at 785-460-4690, and we will get you scheduled in so you can come meet with us. You'll get to meet with advisors. It is a very personal experience. So just come see me and we'll talk some more. And I think that's it for me.
Thank you so much, Colby Community College. Our next presenter will be Cloud County Community College.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Looks great.
Okay, so we are Cloud County Community College. We're located in North Central Kansas. We're pretty close to a lot of big towns. We're close to Salina, close to Manhattan. You can get to Lincoln, Nebraska in 2 hours, Kansas City in 3. So we're in a pretty good location there. But let me, oh, why isn't it? There we go. Okay, so just a couple of facts on us. Like a lot of other schools have said, we do have a small student to teacher ratio. It's about 11-to-1. So your teachers are going to know your name. They're going to know what you're involved in. It'll be easy to have that communication with them in case you ever have to miss class. We do have one of the highest graduation rates of all the community colleges in Kansas. So that's something that we are very proud of. And we have the lowest tuition fees among community colleges in Kansas as well. So here is a cost breakdown of our fees. For an in-state resident, it's only $113 per credit hour. Out-of-state students are lucky and it's not that much more either. It's about $119 there. So we charge you per credit hour. It just depends on how many you're taking. We're not going to charge you that flat rate. Our housing options on campus, we do have an apartment style housing option. For our semi-privates, there'll be 4 people per apartment, 2 per bedroom, and they all get to share the bathroom, living room, and kitchen. So that is super nice to have students be able to have kitchens in a living space while they're here in the dorms. We do have our traditional dorm style as well. Each bedroom will have its own bathroom, so it's not community showers. Everyone gets only has to share the bathroom with one other person, which is also super nice. So these are just kind of areas. We have lots of different majors under each of these sections, but I just want to kind of briefly touch on a few of them. Our ag program here at Cloud is really big and continuing to grow. We have a barn here on campus. We also have a brand new arena on campus. Students bring their own horses, cows, pigs, and we have lots of different clubs. We have horse judging, livestock judging, equestrian team, crop judging. All those different clubs and organizations that come with ag are scholarship stipend-based activities. So there is a chance for students to get some extra money if they participate in the ag activities as well. And then lots of just different things going on with our ag program. Our nursing program is huge. We do partner with Ottawa University as well as Kansas University. And so students can come to Cloud and do their full nursing track here at Cloud for a much cheaper rate and not ever have to transfer on. So that is an awesome program that we have to offer here. A lot of students take advantage of it. Our nursing program has been very successful for the students. We're also building community is building a brand new hospital, and it's actually right across the street. So our nursing students will get to utilize that as well, which will be awesome. That should be done here sooner than later. And then our renewable energy program. So this program is huge. It has 100% job placement so far. It's just a 2-year program. Then you go straight into the workforce, which is awesome for the students. It's very hands-on work. You're going to be climbing. Students have to get a physical for it. You're going to be doing lots of different things. But we have drones, we have wind tech, we have substation tech, we have lots of different opportunities to go through the renewable energy. This is just a couple of reasons of why students choose Cloud. A lot of this I have already touched on. We do have lots of opportunities too in classes offered for students to take classes during high school, which is a great thing to kind of get a head start. But then our scholarships. So we have one application for all scholarships that we have to offer at Cloud. Students just have to sit down one time to fill it out. That starts October 1st. We have it opening at the same time as the FAFSA, and then it goes through the end of March. And so senior year of high school is when students can fill these out. And there's lots of different opportunities there for money. But we do not require an ACT. You can take the AccuPlacer test if you did not take the ACT, and we don't require a certain score. We'll accept you for whatever you have. All we need to accept you is your high school diploma or GED, and then any college credit that you have taken, and you will be accepted into Cloud. But definitely recommend scheduling a campus visit. You can do that on our website at cloud.edu under admissions, and we'd love to have you here on campus to really show you all that we have to offer. And that's it.
Thank you, Cloud County Community College. Our next presenter will be Ottawa University.
All right, good morning. My name is Christy Martin, and I'm one of our enrollment advisors or one of our admissions representatives here with Ottawa University. And so that's what we'll do. We'll dive into all things Ottawa. So some quick facts about us. So we are located in Ottawa, Kansas. It is about 45 minutes from Kansas City, about 30 minutes from Lawrence, about 2 hours from Wichita. So kind of in kind of a perfect little area to get to and from everything. We are going to be a smaller campus. We're going to have about 800 students on our campus. So an 18-to-1 student faculty ratio and an average class size of about 15. So a really personalized one-on-one experience starting right away that freshman year. We really make sure that you get to know your faculty and then our faculty get to know you. We have over 30 different majors to choose from here at Ottawa. Some of our most popular majors include exercise science. This is perfect if you are wanting to go into athletic training, physical therapy, occupational therapy, anything like that. It's a fantastic program. We also have a really popular applied psychology program. This is really awesome because it has a forensic psychology emphasis. So a really, really incredible program, especially if you're interested in going into any sort of law enforcement investigation or you just really like criminal minds. Also really fantastic programs in biology for any sort of pre-med, business, different things like that, but lots of different opportunities to choose from. Something else that I want to make sure we point out is we actually just added our computer science program, and it has a video game design concentration. So if that's your thing, it's pretty cool. Something else that's really, really nice about Ottawa is you have multiple advisors that will work with you throughout your time here. So of course, you'll have your academic advisor in the major that you've selected, but you'll also have what we call an Adawe advisor. And so our Life Plan Center is kind of the student hub, basically. So you can go there for career services. So anything from a part-time job on or off campus, all the way up to that full-blown adult job. They're there with you every step of the way. They also have our student services. So our student support specialist, tutoring, anything that you could need. So it's a fantastic resource for our students. The other really cool thing about Ottawa is we have no classes on Wednesdays. And so what we do instead on those days are what we call personal growth days. There's a lot of different things that can happen on those days. It can be everything from professional and personal development, talking about how to work on your resume, how to network, to study habits, mental health, to just topics that students want to cover. But they take a couple hours out of the day, and then the rest of the day is yours. So it's a perfect midweek break to do whatever students need to do. We also have 2 terms each semester. We have a fall 1 and a fall 2, as well as a spring 1 and a spring 2. This gives you an extra layer of flexibility as a student. Not only when you get to college, you get to choose, when you want your classes. Do you want them in the morning? Do you want them in the afternoon? But here at Ottawa, you can actually choose kind of which part of your semester is going to be a little bit heavier. That second half of the semester is going to be a little crazy. You can add some more classes in that first half. It also breaks up your final schedule, so you're not having all of your finals at the exact same time. So you can actually kind of focus and take in what you're learning in those courses. So something that we're really excited about, and our students really, really love that kind of midweek break. We have a lot of different ways to get connected and involved here on campus. We have over 25 different clubs and organizations, everything from our academic and professional. This is going to be different organizations connected to different majors, different ways to get connected and get to know your faculty, your peers, your upperclassmen, everything like that. We have fraternity and sorority life here on campus, a lot of different ways to get connected on the social side of things. Our most popular being our Black Student Union here. They go on a lot of really amazing trips, as well as ways to get involved and continue activities you may already love, like playing an instrument, singing in our choir, and different opportunities there. We are also a Baptist affiliated institution. You do not have to be Baptist to participate or to come here or anything like that, but it does mean we offer a variety of campus ministries for students to connect to. So a whole bunch of different things that they'll put on for students: Bible studies, mission trips, worship services, all sorts of different things for students. And then we do also have athletics. So if you are interested in continuing athletics at the collegiate level, we are an NAIA institution. We have 33 varsity sports. So there is a lot of things to choose from here. It is a great way. The NAIA level is a perfect level to continue with the sport that you love while also still being able to focus on being a student. There are scholarships for all of these different athletic teams, and so we can definitely help you through that recruiting process if you are wanting to play a sport in college. Speaking of scholarships, we offer a whole bunch of scholarships. So our academic scholarships include things like our scholars program, which can give up to 100% tuition scholarships. You just need a 3.5 and a 24 ACT, or if you have no ACT, we do not require an ACT, so you can also get that with a 3.7 GPA. We also offer scholarships for different activities. So if you're in forensics and debate, music, if you're into newspaper broadcasting, different things there, as well as more general scholarships. So we really want to make your dreams a reality here at Ottawa. So we offer a wide variety of scholarships for every student. And finally, something that I think is really important about Ottawa is we have a family financial planner. So we have people that are dedicated to helping you and your family through the financial process, walking you through how everything works, what you need to do, and essentially making that process as easy and as accessible as possible. So of course, big thing to note, if you are a senior and you have not already filled out your FAFSA, make sure you do that. And if you are a junior, sophomore, anything like that, definitely knock that out at the end. Make sure you fill out an application, come see us, send your transcripts your way. My name is Christy, and I look forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you, Ottawa University. Our final presentation today will be from Labette Community College.
Hello. Let me share my screen here. All right, my name is Melissa Nance, and I am the admissions recruiter and advisor here at LCC, and I'm excited to explore your future together at Labette Community College. We are a 2-year institution. That means we offer associate degrees, and we also have health science programs and certificate options for you. We have an open enrollment, which means you have no minimum test score requirements to become a Cardinal. You can take an AccuPlacer on campus, and if you have your ACT scores and your SAT scores done already, then we can use those as well, but you do not have to have those to become a student at LCC. We also have a free application process. It is absolutely 100% free to apply online. And like many of the presenters that you've heard from today, we have small class sizes. Our student to faculty ratio is about 15:1. And those classes are varied in style. We have our traditional on-ground options, as well as our online options and hybrid options, which is a little bit of both on ground and online. We are an affordable option. We have quality education at an affordable price, only $116 per credit hour for in-state tuition. And of course, we pride ourselves on having a friendly atmosphere and a robust student life opportunities. Oh, my video is started. Can we hear me now?
Yep, now we can see you here.
Did you catch that last slide?
Yep, you can continue.
I just got a notification that said the host asked me to start a video. I was hoping that you saw everything I just talked about. So something else that is unique about LCC is that we are located in a very centrally located place. Southeast Kansas, Parsons, Kansas is where Lebec Community College is located, and we have two campuses. Our main campus is in Parsons, which is in the southeast corner of the state, and Cherokee Center in Pittsburgh. And additionally, we are very close drive to several local, or not so local, but some metro locations to help you, explore the region. We have over 23 associate degree options listed on the screen here, and 7 certificate options, which you'll see on the next slide. Some of our most popular programs include our health science programs, and we have several traditional transfer options as well at LCC. Our 7 certificate programs you can see listed there have a shorter timeline to help get you in the workforce quicker. And as you can see, we offer lots of scholarship options at LCC, including our academic scholarship. Our academic scholarship requires a 3.0 GPA or higher. If you qualify for that scholarship, then you will be awarded your tuition up to 16 hours, plus an additional stipend for books, depending on how high your GPA is. If you are a resident of Lebec County, we have a scholarship for that. And we have additional activity scholarships, which are determined, of course, by coaches and or instructors. And some of those examples include, of course, athletic scholarships, graphic design, fine arts, and more. Our scholarship application opened October 1st. You can check out more information about that on our website, labette.edu. So we are a member of the NJCAA and the Kansas Jayhawk Conference. Our athletic options are listed here on the slide. You do get free admission to all athletic events with your student ID. So if you are not pursuing athletics after high school, then you can still take advantage of all of the athletic events that we have on campus. Spirit Squad was just added this year, and so we're happy to see that returning. So if you are interested in cheer or dance, then Spirit Squad would be a good option for you. Our on-campus housing is, it's really nice. It is apartment style living, and the building itself was just completed in 2017, so it's still fairly new. We have 2- and 4-bedroom options. And as I mentioned, it's apartment style living, so it's not traditional community dorms. Each renter has a individual private bathroom and a private bedroom. And so you're not sharing a bedroom or a bathroom with anyone else. You are sharing a kitchen and a living area with 2 or 4 other roommates. And it's individual leases, so you're not responsible for someone else's rent if they decide to move out mid-semester. So that's definitely a perk. We have 24-hour resident-only amenities on site there at the Cardinal Villas, including laundry, study room, vending, fitness center, and a social room. So if you have any other questions or would like to schedule a campus visit, there is our information from our admissions department, and we would love to see you on campus.
Fantastic. Thank you, Lebec Community College, and to all of our presenters. I'd like to invite you to turn on your camera for a few round robin questions. Okay, so the first question is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? So we'll start with Newman University.
Hi guys. I usually say the same thing every time I answer this question, and maybe even more so now that we're on a call with a lot of community colleges, and we are a private school. I'm sure you have dollar signs like raining down in your head and you're thinking this might be unattainable or too expensive. So my advice would be to look into a lot of different types of schools, because really you're not going to find something that's a good fit until you look at some different types. I always tell students, come visit us. Either it's going to confirm that this isn't a good fit, or you're going to find something else that you never thought you would enjoy. And I encourage you, if you're looking at private schools, to go through the application, scholarship, and financial aid process, because it could be really affordable for you. You just got to do some work to find that out.
Thank you. Cleveland University, Kansas City, what advice would you give?
Kind of a similar advice. Just make a list of things that the school that you want to end up at absolutely has to have, and then you just have to go tour in person, because just like Georgia said, until you get on their campus, you're really not going to know if it's a good fit for you or not. So similar advice.
Colby Community College?
Everybody else has pretty much hit the biggest things that all of us talk about, which is come see us on campus. I call it the vibe check. Other people call it the sixth sense, or whatever it may be that you want to call it. You really just don't get a feel for how you're going to interact with even faculty or staff or other students on the campus, or even just the layout of it. And if you have that one little tiny thing that's like, something just doesn't feel right, then look at 10,000 other million colleges. You never know where life's going to take you, and it changes in a minute. So don't oversell yourself to one idea.
This is all great advice. Cloud County Community College?
Same as everyone else, but definitely start early. So it's never too early to start looking for colleges. I know we have sophomore day here on campus, and so we'll have students come then. And so if you're already as a sophomore going to different colleges and seeing the different options, you kind of have an idea ahead of time of what you like and what you don't like. But then definitely just visiting everything your senior year that you're considering going to. You don't really know if it's the right fit for you until you are there, and you can picture yourself there on campus, see the dorms that you'll be living in, meet with the coaches or activities that you're going to be talking to, and really getting to know the faculty and staff.
Ottawa University?
There you go. Yeah, I think one of the best advice, of course, has already kind of been said, but really visiting as many schools as you are able to, and also visiting different sizes of schools. Don't get stuck as in you have to go to a certain size. There are a lot of wonderful fits out there, kind of at every different size. So check out your small schools, check out your big schools, and really figure out what size is the perfect fit for you.
And Labette Community College?
Of course, what everyone else said is great. Visiting the campus, that would be probably my number one advice. But also, if you don't know what you want to do or what you want to major in once you get to college, that is okay. It is okay to not know. So that is another big piece of advice as well. That's part of what college is about, is finding out what you're interested in and what you may want to do.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and do one more question. What's one thing you want students to remember about your school? Newman University?
Well, we're the only Catholic institution on this one, I think. So you can remember that about us. And, students take that different ways, especially when they come and visit campus. We definitely talk openly about what that might mean for you and what it doesn't. A lot of people think that because we're a religiously affiliated school that you somehow have to be also religiously affiliated to be here. You don't have to be Catholic to attend a Catholic institution. And only about 40% of our students self-identify as Catholic. So if you're not, you're actually in the majority here. So that makes for some really interesting classes. We do require that students take one theology or religion class and one philosophy class as part of their gen eds. But remember, 60% of the people in your class are not Catholic, so you are not alone. It makes for some really interesting discussion. And we do have campus ministry like a lot of these other schools do, but how much or how little you'd like to be involved is completely up to you, and we'll meet you where you're at.
Great. Cleveland University, Kansas City?
So since we're focused in the health sciences, something I like to always have people as one takeaway is All of our programs are incredibly hands-on. We actually have a clinic here on campus where patients are getting treated every single day. So each program, RadTech, OTA, chiropractic, has a big hands-on component while they're here on campus.
Great. Colby Community College, what's one thing you would want students to remember about your school?
I think the biggest thing is we might be small, but we're pretty mighty. And there are definitely tons and tons and tons of options for you here, which is really nice. We've got kind of a good flexible system to building a solid foundation underneath you. So you can transfer out and go to those bigger schools and maybe not feel so overwhelmed and lost in a sea of students if you're going to a really big school, because that's what you want to do. So just a really good, solid way to dip your toes into some college.
Cloud County Community College?
I would say the family feel that we have here on campus, being a really small college, all of our faculty and staff are very involved in the students, and they're very excited when the new year begins and we have visitors on campus. Everyone gets to know the students, and the students are able to have multiple different people that they can have to help them kind of get through the college process, and they can always feel safe and that they have someone there to help them.
Very nice. Ottawa University, what would you want students to remember about your school?
Yeah, so we are kind of like you, we are also a private university. We are a small liberal arts university. And so the thing I would like students to remember is we provide a lot of opportunities for the student as a whole. So our liberal arts emphasis is really helping students prepare for their entire lives. So while, of course, you have your career-specific programs, we also hope you get a really diverse background that sets our students up for a lifetime of significance, and also our cute small campus and community that we have going on.
And Labette Community College?
I think our family-friendly atmosphere, which it appears is common theme on this call anyway, of all of the colleges here, I think that really does play a big role in our student success and help students feel more comfortable in a smaller environment. They get more individual one-on-one attention in all of their classes because of that small class size. And I think that students feel like they're a part of a family when they come to LCC.
Well, I've certainly learned a lot in this session. I hope that you have too. Thank you so much for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 5-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. We encourage you to check back to the schedule and sign up for more sessions. You'll be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/Kansas. Thank you.